What's up, guys? It is Friday, August 30th, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 859,181. TikTok, next block. I'm ready for the weekend. The news cycle is slow, and I painfully sat there and watched that stupid interview, man. Listen, I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on this, and then we're going to get out of here. First of all, it was worse than I thought it was going to be. Dana Bash just stuck to the company line. Obviously, Dana Bash is a Democratic operative, Democratic propagandist, state propagandist. She's not a real journalist. And she's just doing what she's getting paid to do. It's all scripted. And everybody's, saying this about Dana Bash and that about Dana Bash. But at the end of the day, she's just doing what she's getting paid to do. So for the left, she did a great job. And for CNN and the Kamala campaign, she did a great job. But as far as Kamala Harris goes, listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be blunt. Anybody that's stupid enough after that, now, if you watch that and you have any kind of critical thinking, which probably doesn't you probably don't after I say this, if you watch that and still going to vote for her, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, it's just as simple as that. That was the most terrible thing I've ever seen as far as a sit-down interview for a presidential nominee I've ever seen. Not only did she look small in comparison to Tim Waltz sitting on the opposite side of the camera, where she was farther away from the camera and she was farther away from Dana Bash and Tim Waltz. She was in the background. She had a gray suit on, but she looked hunched over and everything else. And Tim Waltz looked like he was in pain, man. He looked like he just did not want to be there. Neither one of them did. And they didn't answer any questions. They didn't give you any solid answers. These people are liars. And they're evil, man. It's as simple as that. And for anybody to sit there after you watch that, and if you want to vote for it because you hate Trump or you love, black people or black women or whatever the hell your reason is, after you watch that and said, oh, I'm going to really vote for her now, then again, you are an idiot. Period. End of story. That was the most abysmal thing I've ever saw, man. And I literally sat there and watched the whole thing. It was an hour long, but it was nothing but fluff. Now, the interview obviously wasn't an hour long. I think she talked for like 16 minutes total, but it was a bunch of commercials, and it was just a campaign ad for Tim Waltz and Kamala Harris. And I say Tim Waltz's name first because obviously he's the mouthpiece, and he was front and center in the camera angle. It was just absolutely ridiculous. He never responded to his, stolen valor accusations. He still hasn't admitted that. He just basically said, oh, is this a slip of the tongue or whatever the hell he said. Kamala Harris backtrack on fracking, and she just won't answer the question right. And she just looked like a kid that had to sit down in front of her principal with her dad there, and she was in big trouble. And the dad looked like he was just very uncomfortable being there. And she's just so unprepared. She looks so weak. And our adversaries' leaders, let's just say they are salivating at the mouth, hoping and praying that this administration wins. And I'm going to tell you something. You thought Joe Biden was bad winning the nomination, the way they did what they did in 2020. If they somehow pull this off, guys, and they win this, this is going to be, man, oh, man. Oh, my God. All hell's going to break loose, man, if they pull this off and give this woman the nomination. She's not qualified to even be in the White House, in my opinion. She's not qualified to be a vice president. She's definitely not qualified to be a president. The woman's weak, man. It ain't about her being a woman. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't put in the work. She doesn't know any of the answers to the simplest question. Anybody that sits down as a presidential nominee knows what they're going to ask. The first question is what? The easiest question. What are you going to do on day one? And she messed that up. She couldn't even look at the freaking interviewer, man. She was looking down. She was looking up. She's looking all over the place. Again, weaker than a soup sandwich, man. It was terrible. So, my goodness, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I can go on and on and on, but I'm not even going to waste my time on that. It's absolutely appalling. Donald Trump did a speech today. Absolutely great. This guy talks nonstop, and this whole big, 40-day waiting or 41, 42 days of waiting. Oh, she's going to do a big, interview at the end of the month. You can't wait. Just this big deal, and then nothing happened. It was just such a letdown. And even the propagandists on CNN and MSN, well, I don't know about MSDNC. They're going to say she did great anyways. Even them, they weren't even excited about this. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, man. And again, guys, despite all this freaking nonsense, because it's nonsense, guys, at the beginning of all my videos, what do I tell you? I tell you the date, and then I tell you the block height. And the reason I tell you the block height, the Bitcoin block height in particular, is because January 3rd, 2009, this incredible technology started. And right now, every about 10 minutes, since about 15, a little bit over 15 and a half years, we've had 859,181 unstoppable blocks of Bitcoin. This thing cannot be stopped, guys, okay? It just can't not be. I'm going to make Satoshi Saturday tomorrow. I want you guys to study politics, study Bitcoin, and study economics, finances, and everything else, because this is the way, guys. Bitcoin is the way for the future. I'm just telling you that, guys. So make sure, if you want to click on the link and get $5 of free Bitcoin, you can buy every hour on the hour using the Strike app. That's what I use. I buy every hour on the hour. And on the 7th, after the 7 days of buying, DCAing, dollar cost averaging, on the 8th day, you'll get no fees for your Bitcoin. So that's pretty cool on your Satoshi. So that's pretty cool. So, man, the world is crazy. Bitcoin is here to stay. Inflation is nuts, and this world is crazy. And these next 60-something days of this election cycle are going to be one for the books. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.